quiet cruise down the River Dart, when all of a sudden their boat trip got a little more exciting. This is the final exercise for 60 officer cadets at Britannia Royal Naval College. This group are tasked with safely escorting the passenger boat. And fear not, the ferry is playing along.
The captain will let the guys know on board what's about to happen, so no one's taken a surprise, I suppose. But essentially, yeah, it's great. You know, the Navy doing training, which we have done here for hundreds of years, and so the guys come down and get a little bit extra to their boat trip to Totnes. Essentially, working with a ferryboat company gives these guys this different dynamic interaction. We make the scenario as realistic as possible, so at some point during their career they may go and do a ferry or escort, a safe passage for a refugee vessel. So it's really nice to get the community involved, and therefore it's also good PR for them, working with the local college, and when the tourists come down and visit.
We're only practicing.
You're only practicing?
Yeah.
Do they go bang when you...
Yeah, so we have people who are sort of acting as enemy forces.
The cadets have been given a fictional scenario.
We've been inserted into this area of operations in Dartmouth in order to support the Brownian government, who are currently fighting off the Brownian freedom fighters. And in order to do so, we provide operations such as peace support operations, humanitarian disaster relief operations, and non-combatant evacuation operations. Those are our primary focus at the moment, and that's what we will be conducting throughout this series.
Let's go! Plan X!
We were asked to escort the passenger ferry from Castle Steps all the way down to Anchorstone Point. When we got to Anchorstone, there were several fast inshore attack craft. They tried to make contact with us, at which point we provided a blockade, and then when they did open fire, we used our force protection to protect the ferry and to deter them from attacking the ferry.
Exercise Mile takes place over 5 days on the River Dart.
Carrying passengers from Dartmouth.
This is just one of several tasks they need to complete. They're being tested on their command skills in 2-hour slots. And the pressure's on.
Our training is 30 weeks long. This is week 28 for us. So there's a lot of nerves kicking in. There's a lot of work come into this to reach this point. So definitely a lot of pressure.
There's a lot riding on this, so they've put a hell of a lot of effort in so far. And essentially now, this is their assessment to pass out, get their commission in the Royal Navy and move on to their second phase of training. For some of them pilots, some of them engineers, some of them warfare officers. And what we're doing is essentially we're developing young leaders. So the point is the pressure, the working in an environment which is uncomfortable, and then being able to deliver. So it's all about inspiring their team, driving their team when it's most uncomfortable. So late at night, early in the morning, when the tasking is slightly difficult and outside their control.
The exercise takes place several times a year, with officer cadets starting their naval careers every 15 weeks. These picket boats have become a regular feature on the river.
We live in here, it's close quarters accommodation. We have to do hot bunking, so when the force protection are up on sentry, when they swap over, they jump in the bunks of the other guys, and then we also have force protection on the main gate, so we're constantly rotating bunks and so on, and not many hours of sleep.
The cadets are nearing the end of their 30 weeks training in Dartmouth. Those that pass will be joining the fleet this month for their second phase of training.